I guess starting a YouTube channel in the wintertime is makes a lot of sense. We got a bunch more snow today, and it's Friday, and it's a great day to do. And yesterday I was out and about to try to doing all my chores, knowing that it was going to snow today. Yesterday being Thursday, and today is Friday. And Fridays are the days that I'm doing the weekly pocket change videos. And here we go. Here we go. This is video number, I want to say it's number, I don't want to say nothing. I want to say what it is, but I believe it's number 6. I believe this is video, what's it called? Weekly Pockets Change Review videos. Yes, last week was episode 5, so this is episode 6. And so what I've been doing lately, right? So I have a little bit more content is when I go to well, first of all, you have to, right, to have pocket change, you have to use cash. That's number one. So yeah, you have to have a few bucks, and you have to buy things that are cheap. And really, all you really need though is a couple extra dollars in your pocket, so that way you can ask, the whoever the clerk is at the store. They still call them clerks. You can ask them for a dollar and change, and most of the time they'll give it to you. So what we're doing here is we're gonna go. We're gonna organize it. It's not that much change, right? It's a little. I use a jewelry box. I use a little wooden jewelry box. And so when I come home, I put the pocket change inside of a little jewelry box. And then on Friday, like what I'm doing now, I review it with you guys and girls and others. And we see if we get anything good, anything interesting. I think you know what it is? I've been doing so many videos recently that I gotta be honest with you, I can't remember the videos I did from a week ago. That's how many I've been doing. Why? Well, I got into like I'll get into a topic, let's say, and then I want to bring it. I want to conclude that topic. That series of videos. And so, for example, I have this unsearched wheat penny hoard, which I'm doing a series of videos on, and it literally would be impossible to do in one day, because unless I really like skip through details, you know what I mean, like made the whole thing abridged, which wouldn't make any sense because I would miss things. There happen to be so many errors with those wheat cents that I got, that to do a good thorough review of the coins would be impossible. So but I want to finish. I still have that desire to get through as many videos as I can, because not because I want to finish with it, but because I'm really excited about reviewing the subject matter, which in this what I'm talking about now is the wheat cents. So, and I had some extra time on my hands, so I did 15 videos in one day. If you go back to I think the 16th or the 17th, you just go back a couple of days from today's video, you'll see that on that day there's 15 videos, which I couldn't believe I did 15 videos the next day. Or it could be like 10 shorts, 5 shorts and 10 videos or something like that. But altogether between the shorts and the videos was like 15 or something. So, but this I think I could do. The pocket change is, I don't know if I'll be able to do this in one clip. I should be able to. I don't see why not. It's not that much change. So we're going to start off with the dimes today. And we're going to see what we find. Yeah, I think that should be good enough. Let me see. Yeah, so some people use mats, which I guess makes sense as far as, I have to change my glasses. Reading glasses don't work with this. I have another pair of more powerful glasses because what I'm doing is, instead, I used to take it off camera to look at every single coin, and of course that's very time consuming. So I have another pair of glasses that are a little bit stronger, and it helps me to look at the coins through the camera. Look how deep that rim looks, right? Looks like it was, if it was hit a few. Now the question is, did they all look that way? And you could. Okay, I'm going to put these side by side, and you tell me what you think. I know that they're 2 different years. Okay, so obviously this rim and this rim are 2 totally different things. All right, so what we're going to do is I'll hold this one. I'll look for an older one. What year are you? 65. Huh. Oh, it's a little bit worn. But again. Oh, you see? Do you see that? I know what this is. Oh, this is, oh, I can't believe this. And I never find jack with dimes. Okay, I'm gonna leave this here for a second. I'm gonna think about what the error is here. What's that error? I'm gonna look for another one, another older one. How about this? What year are you? 2012. It's older, but this is a 95. Let's see if we find a 90s. Okay, anyway, I'll stick with the 2012 then. Do you know what error this is? Look on the left, look on the bottom. See how thin the rim is there? And then look at the top to the right, really. And it's wider, right? It's broader. This is a broad strike. This is a broad strike error. So right, because so it's so hard to, it's so easy to miss because it's not super. I mean, you have some that are super broad, but remember, dime is very small, so that's pretty significant, and you could feel it. You just look at it, you're like, wow, that looks. But then this is why you have to take time with your change. That's a broad strike dime. That's a 1995 broad strike dime. I'm gonna look out just for clicks. I call it clicks and giggles instead of the other word. Okay, 1995 dime broad strike, and broad strike is, I believe, 2 separate words. Oh, that's a very broad strike. They call it a major die clash. So here, I'm gonna show you very quickly. There are 2 up on the screen, and I think it's a good example. Okay, so here, I'm gonna go like this, and then I'll zoom it out a little bit when I get up here. I think I can put it to 1. Okay, so that's similar to the one we got, right? You see on this one, the broad strike is on the left. The broader rim edge is on the left bottom. Okay, ours is on the right top. Now that is a serious broad strike. It's just different, and they want more money. They want 50. And this guy wants 20. That guy has other stuff going on it. So, bottom line is, though, it's a broad strike, and I showed you the example of it already, and that is a keeper, amigos. Very nice. Okay, so we have a broad strike there. I should probably put it straight into a flip because it's so easy. I can't put it straight into a flip because I'm gonna do I do shorts on them. So let me put it to the side. Hopefully I don't forget what it is. All right, so we did that. We found something very quickly. I was keeping the very nice examples of dimes that I found. But what happened was I've got so many of them now. The same thing with older dimes like this. I was keeping them. Again, I have so many of them now. It doesn't even make sense. I mean, these are really, and people sell just very nice condition coins. You know, for a buck. Then you got to ship it for 60 cents. You got to give eBay they're 20 cents. A 1975 D. It's got the scratches through the face. I just thought that was interesting because of the D. I don't know what, and that's the one thing that is good about the mats. What is it? 19 what? 75? Yeah. Yeah, uncirculated. They want $5 free shipping for this coin, which this is not. It doesn't say. You know, if the D was doubled or something, or maybe. But goodbye. Another broad strike, which is weird. See how thin the top is and how wide the bottom is? That's a broad strike. I mean, let's look at the back. And what I've noticed is just on one side. And I think that's the definition of it, if I remember correctly. Obverse 1992p. I have to look at the mint marks. It was very easy to so a lot of the dimes seem to have that, like one side is thinner than the other, but it still looks like a rim. It doesn't have that flattened. Let me see. Let's look at the last one real quick. Well, that's pretty wide. That's a pretty wide bottom rim. That's why I called it a broad strike. Now let's look at the first one. Yeah, see that one? How it's flat. It's flat along the rim. So I guess that's why it really got drew my attention. This one's kind of just wide, but it's hard to tell. I have to do a little bit more research. But the first one definitely looks like a broad strike. And some of these errors don't mean anything, It's just cool to find and to look and to research just to broaden our understanding. It's pretty crazy. Like in that angle, doesn't the P look doubled at that angle? I have to look at it under the loop. It's so weird because it almost just looks like it's deep, right? You have to be careful with the shadow. You follow what I'm saying? Like it's I think it's just the reflection of the P. It's just that it's shiny around it. That's crazy, right? I have to show the reverse. I didn't do it on the last one. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, which if you looked at the video length in the future, you already probably realized that I'm gonna power through uh, this pocket change just to make it one video. I mean, if I found something so ridiculous that I ended up spending way too much time on it, then maybe I would do more than one. But I think I can get through this in one shot. No, it's so funny that the those first couple dimes had the broad strikes, and you can see none of the none or not many of the other ones. I'm looking at that. I'm looking at the B by the rim and the we in trust on the bottom. Um, and the we is either very light. That's just dirt at the top, no big deal. Um, so I was like, wow, they all have year 2015? I guess it's just damage, right? It's a 2015 P. Right. Of course, the only question is this damage or is this missing clad? It is on both sides. And it doesn't appear to be, it doesn't appear to be damaged. You know what I mean? Like there's no, like if it was run over in a parking lot, it doesn't have that. So let me just look up what a missing clad for, what year is that I say? 2015 P? 2000, just to see what it looks like, P, I'll just put down clad. Clad. I'll click on error. And it doesn't mean that the person who put one up is, what's it called? Double chain strike, reverse toned. I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, I'm definitely gonna put it to the side. The details are actually beautiful on it. Like you could look how the hair looks like spaghetti there. I'll put that to the side. All right, we're gonna do nickels, and then we'll do either pennies or quarters. Okay, let me just move this phone down a drop and get it a little closer to me. I'm trying to get comfortable. You see how the P looks doubled a little bit? That's just the lighting. It's so weird. Some of these feel a little heavy, but you know, whatever. 2000D. Try not to make this super long video. So the channel has been going on now for, I mean, I opened this YouTube channel, this YouTube account, excuse me, and yesterday was the 2-year anniversary. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary. And but I was doing, I was just doing regular YouTube stuff, regular regular weirdo videos, and I've always collected coins and stamps and marbles and stuff like that. And I put up a couple videos, which you can see if you go into the video, into the videos, right? Into the channel videos, and then you click on oldest, you'll see from whatever. I think one is from October, and that was just one, the end of October, like October 30th or something like that. And that's interesting. Let me look at that. Oh yeah, that's beauty. That's a beautiful time. I never seen that before. Not never, but I guess never. I'll hold on to that. Can't hurt. And it got thousands of views, and I was like, oh wow, that was cool. It was a penny. It was a change. It was a change coin. And then I did another one, like a few weeks later. I went to my pharmacy and they gave me a silver nickel, and I was so excited. It's the only silver I ever got, even after all these now, all these days. 1972 D. That D looks super duper low. Look how low that D is. We're gonna look at that. Let's move this change over. Let's look at this D real quick. So, what's that? 1972 D. Click on nickels. It is, the D is very low on these nickels. They want $1 for them. Well, BU conditions $1.55. Circulated, they want $1. I'm not going to keep it. So I found that silver coin. Oh, and that's, to this day, that's my most popular video. And oh wow, what an interesting. What do you think? By the way, that's exactly how the when you get those little smashes from the mint, that's kind of how they look. It's interesting. I'm not going to keep it though. Just kind of cool to look at. So I said, oh, I'm going to start doing pocket change videos. And I guess the rest is history. See on quarters, you see the smooth rim, but on nickels, you don't tend to see smooth rims like that. Did I grab that damaged one? Just trying to find just to show you the example. Yeah, you know, there's an edge to the rim. This one is smooth for some reason. And it's not wear, you know, because you can see the letters are not like that. And the other side doesn't have it. It's just one side. See, there's no edge to the rim. I'll put that to the side too. Can't hurt. So that's it. The rest is history. You know, I said, oh, I like making the videos. I said, let me. Oh, okay. So we'll do pennies now. Okay. And yeah, people seem to like it. You know, I got a very positive response from all you guys. Not everybody. I shouldn't say that. Not everybody gives me a positive response, but the overwhelming majority do. And you know what? I'm gonna have to. I take that, and I appreciate that. I'd like to find one nice error. Really, really, just one. Those wide rims were kind of nice. I mean, those were pretty. Those were pretty cool. The ones we found. I did not. Well, I did finish the 1950s wheats. There were a few. I had like these straggler bags that I made. Like this one, I wrote down better corn from the same time period when I guess when I was separating by year, I noticed some of them that were really nice condition, and so I put them into a different envelope. So I couldn't get to them the other day. So did we find even one copper? We did not, right? Yeah. If this didn't have the hit on the side, it would have been a beauty. And that see the texture almost on the surface is pretty cool too. But okay, and last but not least, we got the quarters. What's that? The bicentennial. I know in mint condition these are worth. I guess everything in mint condition is worth a few bucks. I don't even know why I said that for. In mint condition is worth a couple of dollars. Yeah, they all are. Everything in mint condition is worth a couple of dollars. Now, I know with the buffalo they have one that has like an extra leg or something. I don't think this is the coin though. There's like a rare error. That can't be it. I got the little pointer. Imagine that. What's it called? The extra leg. Imagine if that was a whole extra leg. That one right here, or any of them. I'm just gonna put in what is it? 2006. Uh, it's called the Spitting Bison. The Spitting Bison. I don't get it. All right. I mean, there's one here. I guess that's a little bit. You can see it a little bit better. I don't think this one has it. No. You see, it's the front. The Spitting Bison is the front. You could see like this. It looks like he's spitting. There's a in the area. I'll show you real quick. You see, they call that the Spitting Bison. Anyway, he's not spitting. Yeah, you can hear the snow plows out there. Now the funny thing is, like a week ago, they had no snow for this whole week. Actually, the temperatures were supposed to be like in the 30s and 40s, and all we did was get snow and very very cold temperatures. 1978. That's a filled D. You can see that right there, but you got to be careful with that because you know it could just be smoothed out. It's not always filled. I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, it's such a it's so rounded. You know, it's not like the whole the quarter is like so faded that that would make sense, but I don't know. I put it to the side. Can't hurt. It doesn't hurt to hold on to it for a little bit. Another bicentennial. I know this one you have to check the sun rays. And look at that D. Nah. And so I started looking at my change a couple months ago, and more than that. You know, I mean, I got pretty lucky over the summer. I found this. I think it was one of those Mary Lou quarters. You see, even the P over here. How it just looks like a blob. It's just worn, and the I and in God, it's worn. I don't know. Who cares about any of that? So, and it had this really big dye chip on the corner of the lip, and I sold it for $12. And that was another event. But I wasn't doing I wasn't doing videos at that time, so I didn't record it. It would have been cool. It was probably one of the nicest ones I've ever seen. But you know, that is those are the little events that got me started on the channel. Would have been nice to find one W, right? Okay, so the wrap up is we got that possible fill D. We got the oh yeah, the smooth edges. Could be a grease strike error or something going on there. Clad error. Also another possible clad error. And then we got these two, I'm going to say possible broad strikes. Yeah, that's pretty broad. I mean, it's very thin at the top. I think those two are probably the most significant finds. It's pretty broad. And it's funny that they came like almost back to back, but in nothing else. So that is today's weekly pocket change episode. I hope you liked it, and I will see you on the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe.